The late Showa era for Japan was a very interesting time for the country. World War II had ended, and everyone was in a fervor to get the country and the economy back on track. By the late 1950s and early 60s, Japan was making an incredible recovery. It seemed like everyone was making money. By 1964, Japan held its first Olympics since the war and debuted the Shinkansen, or bullet train. Highways were popping up everywhere. Japan was churning out its own industries, pulp culture, and entertainment by this time. And although much of it still mimicked the Western cultures, especially during the occupation, Japan started to develop its own flair and style. Fashion began to make its mark in big cities like Tokyo. Women started to gain a sense of freedom for the first time since the days of the feudal lords of the samurai. Everybody was busy doing something. Everyone had a great sense of pride. Everyone felt that for the first time since the war, Japan was making a comeback. While at this time, Tokyo and Osaka were representing the main industrial and cultural might of Japan at the time, small towns began to flourish as well, especially resort towns. Weary businessmen who worked nearly 24/7 and students who study equally as long would go back to their hometown to relax, and thus helping the local economies. One such countryside, about an hour and a half outside of Tokyo, was a small, mountainous resort town, often called the Snow Country. The reason they call it the Snow Country is because from December to late March, it snows nearly every day. In the old days, it snowed so much that the people had to exit their homes through the roof. During those 3 to 4 months, children would stay at the schools 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, until the snow receded. One of the early Shinkansen lines was slated to go through this town. The reason for the Shinkansen passing through this town was because it was the very first town in all of Japan to have a ski resort. It is also known for its onsens, or hot spring spas, an ideal spot to relax and play. It was such a success, it brought hundreds and thousands of people from Tokyo to this small town, the hometown of Masako. Well, this concludes part 1 of the disappearance of Masako. In the next video, we will learn more about Masako's personality, the kind of work she did, the people she met, and what kind of family she had. We will also look at some of the strange occurrences that happened in the town of the Snow Country, the reported ghosts, the strange accidents, an apparent snow demon, and much, much more. Hope to see you in the next video, and thanks again for watching.